The first lie I ever told myself was that I could survive without telling him. The second was that he would never notice me. Both shattered the second I blurted it out, 3 careless words that fell like a curse in the dim echo of the theater. I love you. Now here we are, trapped behind heavy curtains as the crew locked up the place, leaving us stranded in the belly of the theater. He has not said a word. My heart is a ticking bomb in the silence. No one prepares you for the moment your entire future depends on the tilt of someone's lips, the shadow of a glance. His name is Jason. He is everything my parents warned me never to want: loud, charming, reckless, so American dream perfect it hurts. He's the lead in this play, the golden boy of our college theater program, while I've always been the guy in the background, playing piano for rehearsals and slipping lines into his hand when he forgets them. I wasn't supposed to fall for him, but love does not care about scripts. I feel the weight of his silence now, heavier than the locked theater doors, heavier than all the years I spent trying to bury myself in music instead of desire. He's standing just a few feet away, his blonde hair catching what little stage light still leaks from above. His chest rises and falls like he's holding back words or maybe rage. Say something, I whisper, though my throat is raw. Jason doesn't move. His eyes, bright and complicated, just hold me there, like he's pinning me to this moment, to my confession, to a truth I can't take back. The theater is vast, empty, yet suddenly it feels claustrophobic. Every prop, every velvet curtain, every echo of rehearsed lines seems to mock me. I confessed after rehearsal, when everyone else had already left. Maybe I thought the emptiness would cushion me. Maybe I thought he'd laugh, shake his head, and then we'd go home pretending nothing happened. But he hasn't laughed. He hasn't even breathed, not in a way that feels safe. My body trembles with the realization I might have ruined everything. Flashback to 2 hours ago. Rehearsal was chaos as usual. Jason had missed a cue, and I, ever the dutiful accompanist, had jumped in to cover, filling the silence with music until he found his place again. He had winked at me then, casually, like it meant nothing. But to me it was gasoline on an already raging fire. And when rehearsal ended, he stayed behind to run a few lines. I should have left. God knows I should have. Instead, I lingered, folding sheet music with unnecessary care, pretending I had work to do. Then he had laughed at something I said too long, too bright, and suddenly the dam broke. The words spilled from me before I could gather them back. I love you. 3 words. That's all. Yet they felt like detonating a bomb. And now, in the suffocating silence backstage, I don't know if the pieces will ever fit together again. Eli. Jason finally says my name, low, almost tender. It sounds foreign in his mouth right now, like he's testing it against the air. I flinch. His voice is both the thing I crave and the thing I dread. Why? Why would you say that? He asks, his brows furrowing. The question cuts deeper than I expect. Because to me it was obvious. Every heartbeat, every stolen glance, every note I played for him was a declaration. But of course he couldn't see it. He wasn't supposed to. Because it's true, I answer, sharper than I intend. Because I'm tired of hiding it. Tired of pretending it's just music keeping me here. He exhales slowly, dragging a hand through his hair. I know that gesture. This is signal when he's nervous, when he forgets lines during rehearsal. Seeing it now makes my heart twist because it means he's shaken. Eli, he repeats softer. You know what people would say. My dad, the team. Hell, even this program. You think they'd let me keep the lead if what? My voice cracks. If you told them you weren't perfect? That maybe you could feel something real for someone they don't approve of. He looks away, and that hurts more than if he had shouted. The clock on the far wall ticks, mocking us. Each second that passes is a reminder that we are locked in here together, that there's no escape from this conversation. Not tonight. I force myself to breathe. I'm not asking you to ruin your life, Jason. I just needed you to know. That's it. But it's a lie. Because deep down I want more. I want his hand in mine, even if it's trembling. I want him to admit he feels it too, even if it's only in whispers. I want this impossible dream. Do you? The words escape before I can stop them. Do you feel it too? Jason freezes. His silence is more dangerous than any storm. Finally, his gaze flickers back to me, full of something raw, something he doesn't dare name. I don't know, he says, and it is the cruelest answer of all. Jason's words hang in the air, fragile as glass. I don't know. It's not rejection, but it's not salvation either. It's a limbo I didn't know could exist. My chest aches, not from the silence, but from the way his eyes look like they're begging me not to hate him. I sink down on one of the wooden crates by the curtain, exhausted. You don't know, I repeat, a bitter laugh escaping before I can swallow it. That's fine, Jason. That's more than I expected, honestly. But it's not fine. Every part of me is screaming. Jason steps closer, hesitant, like I'm something fragile he could break if he breathes too hard. Eli, it's not that simple. It never is, I whisper. The night stretches long. The theater swallows us in its cavernous dark. Stage lights gone. Just the faint red glow of an exit sign painting shadows across his face. We don't talk for what feels like hours, each lost in our own battles. I think about my father, who hasn't called me in months, who warned me before I left home that boys like me had no place in the world. I think about every time I caught myself staring at Jason across the stage and quickly forced my eyes back to the piano. I think about how much courage it took to finally say the truth and how easily it might all unravel. Jason breaks the silence. Do you ever wish you could just turn it off? The question startles me. His voice is small, stripped of bravado. Turn what off? Ask. This. All of it. Wanting someone you're not supposed to want. Feeling things that make your life harder. He swallows hard, his jaw tight. Sometimes I think if I could just kill it inside me, I'd finally be enough. My heart clenches. For the first time, I see the golden boy not as untouchable, but as a boy trapped, same as me. You are enough, I say, fiercely, before I can stop myself. You don't need to be someone else to deserve love, Jason. You just don't see it yet. His eyes glisten in the dim light, and I realize he's closer now, standing right in front of me. The hours pass in fragments, memories, confessions, silences that speak louder than words. We talk about fear, about dreams, about how the world has claws. And somewhere in that fragile honesty, the weight between us begins to shift. Jason finally sits beside me, close enough that our shoulders brush. The contact is accidental, but it sends a shock through me. I'm scared, he admits, of what it means if I let myself, if I let this happen. Me too, I confess. But I'd rather be scared and real than safe and hollow. Our eyes meet, and for the first time he doesn't look away. Morning comes slowly, bleeding light through the high windows of the theater. Dust dances in the sunbeams, and the silence feels softer now, less like a cage and more like a secret. The janitor unlocks the back door, startled to find us there. We mumble excuses, but the truth hangs between us, unspoken yet undeniable. Outside, the world is awake, cars rushing, students hurrying to class. But everything feels different, fragile, on the edge of change. Jason stops me on the steps, his hand catching my wrist. His grip trembles. Eli, he says breathless, last night, I don't know how to explain it, but I felt something, and I can't pretend I didn't. My throat tightens. He steps closer, his hand sliding down to intertwine with mine. For once, he doesn't care who sees. I'm not ready to shout it to the world, he admits, but I'm ready to stop lying to myself. And if you'll wait for me, I want to try. The sunlight catches his blonde hair, his eyes burning with something unguarded. And suddenly, all the fear, all the silence, all the nights of loneliness, none of it matters. Because this moment is real. I squeeze his hand, my voice steady. I've been waiting all this time, Jason. I'm not going anywhere. Weeks pass. The play approaches opening night, and every rehearsal hums with new electricity. On stage, he delivers his lines with fire, but off stage, his eyes keep finding mine. Secret glances, quick touches, quiet laughter we can't explain to anyone else. We are careful, but not as careful as before. He walks me home after late rehearsals. I leave him notes folded between his scripts. Slowly, quietly, we build a world where it's just us, where honesty isn't a curse but a gift. Not everyone understands. Some castmates whisper. A coach frowns when he sees us standing too close. But Jason doesn't flinch the way he used to. He stands taller. He holds my gaze. And every night before we part, he presses his forehead against mine, whispering, "Not yet, but soon. Soon I know will come." On the night of the play, the theater is full. My hands fly across the piano keys as the curtain rises, but my eyes flicker to him. He is radiant, alive, every word from his lips charged with truth. And when he delivers the final monologue, a speech about love that survives against all odds, she looks directly at me in the wings. His voice doesn't waver. The audience erupts in applause, but all I hear is the thunder of my own heart. Backstage, chaos swirls, flowers, congratulations, laughter, but he cuts through it, finds me in the crowd, and pulls me into the dark behind the curtain. This time, there are no locked doors, no silences to drown in. Just us. "I was wrong," he whispers against my hair. "I do know. I've always known. I love you." The words crash into me like light breaking after years of night. And when his lips find mine, soft and trembling, the world outside doesn't matter. The fear, the whispers, the weight of expectation, it all fades. All that remains is us. Two boys in a theater, hearts bare, finally stepping out of the shadows. And for the first time, I believe we will be okay. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe to stay updated with the latest videos.